Well, the independent commission set up to redraw district maps for the state Senate, Assembly, and New York's congressional districts has failed to reach a consensus on its first drafts. As Channel 2's Rob Hackford reports, partisan disagreement inspired a different approach.
New York's Independent Redistricting Commission released a Republican and Democratic first draft for each district map. Not exactly what Vice Chair Jack Martin said he had in mind.
Although we're here today, and we will be advancing a product today, I can't help but be disappointed and regret the fact that we were not able as a commission to actually put a single product together.
A new process that a majority of New York voters approved back in 2014, with the hope of avoiding the historic tug-of-war that is partisan gerrymandering. Republican State Senator George Borrello.
The appointments were a political process. There's no denying that. I think this is one of those situations where it was the lesser of two evils, if you will.
6 maps instead of 3 that the public will now provide more input on, with 14 public hearings set up across the state, the one for Buffalo on October 20th.
If you feel a map that does not reflect your community or diminishes your ability to be heard, tell us that.
But given this first draft dilemma and even more work ahead, Assemblyman Angelo Morinello worries the commission could simply end up like the old ways.
I wish I had a crystal ball, but if I did, my prediction would be ultimately it's going to be left to the legislature.
The unfortunate next step is to go back to something that looks a lot like what it was a decade ago, where there was not agreement and there were lawsuits, and ultimately it was decided by a judge how these lines would look.
Regardless of which Frankenstein map makes it to the state legislature by the end of the year, under both, upstate New York will lose a congressional seat. Just which one still depends on how the final map is drawn. In Buffalo, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.